to Sahaba that a major change now will happen. He said, Nusirta ya Amr ibn Salim. You are supported, Amr ibn Salim. That means you will get your help. You will get what you came for, because this is a rude violation of the treaty and what happened in Hudaybiyah. But then the delegation of Khuza'a, the official delegation of Khuza'a comes later, which is Budayl ibn Warqa. The honourable man that they came and took shelter and refuge into his house, he came with a delegation of Khuza'a, an official one, to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam to tell him what happened and to see what would Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam do with this treaty violation. So they sat with Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam and they told him everything. And they headed back to Mecca. Abu Sufyan and the people of Quraysh gathered and they looked at what happened, and they, of course, the news traveled fast. And they said, what can we do now? We are in obvious violation of what happened. They knew the crime they committed, and they knew the crime that the elite of Quraysh participated in. And they said the best thing to do is to head to Medina and meet with Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, not knowing that Khuza'a already met with him. So we can renew the Hudaybiyah, and we can have a new treaty, and then whatever happened before the renewal would be basically annulled. Will be like if it never happened. So if we renew the treaty with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then we can wipe that mistake off. We can just take it off the book. So Abu Sufyan himself, the leader of Quraysh, decided to head up north and go to Medina and meet with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Well, in a place of rest on the way up there was Asfan, and it is a place closer to Mecca than it is to Medina. As he is heading north, and it's a rest place, it's like an oasis, the camels would rest and get water and etc. He sees the camels of Budayl, of the man of Khuza'a, coming from Medina. And he said to him, Min ayna aqbalta ya Budayl? Where are you coming from, Budayl? Amin indi Muhammad? Were you at Muhammad? He wants to know of the news already in Medina. He wants to know how much chances of success his mission has. And then Budayl said no, in deception. He said, no, I was not with Muhammad. I was taking Khuza'a on a close ride. We were having some work in the desert in the area, and we're just resting here, this delegation of Khuza'a. So when they left and Abu Sufyan waited after them, he went out and he looked at the droppings of the camel. And he took the droppings of the camels and he looked at it, and there's the date seeds inside of it. And he said, that is from Medina. Because only the people of Medina, alaykum salam, had as much dates as they have, they would feed it to the camels. They put it in the camel feed. So he said he was with Muhammad. He said he was with Muhammad. So he got all the way and came to Medina. The first thing he did is he headed to the house of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, not to see Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, but to see his daughter. He said, who's the closest person to me in Medina? Well, it's Habiba. Habiba is his daughter, and she is the wife of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So he said, I will go into Habiba and just kind of get a sense of what is going on in Medina. So he goes into the house of Habiba and knocks on the door. She welcomes him, her father, into the house. And then he wanted to sit, and there was a small place where Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam sleeps. So she turns the mattress, and she said, you sit on the floor. And the mattress was an old mattress. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to sleep on very, just old rugs. It's nothing fancy in the house of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So Abu Sufyan wondered, and he asked her, are you turning this mattress or this rug away from me because it's not worthy of me, or because I'm not worthy of it? Is it because I'm an honourable man of Quraysh and you don't want me to sit on this old mattress? Or is it the mattress that you're trying to protect? And she said, بل هو فراش رسول الله This is not this is not a worthless rug. It is the mattress. This is of Rasulullah, the Prophet of Allah. وَإِنَّكَ رَجُلٌ مُشْرِكٌ نَجِسٌ. And you are a dirty, rotten pagan. That's her father. You cannot sit on the bed of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. He looked at her and he said, لَقَدْ أَصَابَكِ بَعْدِي يَا بُنَيَّةُ شَرٌّ. That after me, my daughter, you have been spoiled. Something happened to you. You're not the daughter I know. So he knew he's getting nothing out of that house. He's not getting any help. I mean, if she would not let him sit on the mattress of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he said, well, let me go to somebody else to help me. So he said, I'll go to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam in the masjid. So he goes out and he goes to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Meets Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam in the masjid, and Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam would listen to what Abu Sufyan would say, because Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, wallahi, was the worst of pagans. Even when he was in Mecca, he would listen to all the nonsense that they would have to say. And he would not respond. And that's what he did with Abu Sufyan. He listened to everything Abu Sufyan wanted to say. Ya Rasulullah, we regret what happened. We had nothing to do with it. We don't want to violate the treaty. Please renew it. We need to go back. We need to continue the peace. And Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam would answer him none, because he knew the extent of their crime. So he said, I'm getting nothing of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Let me try to get some intercession. Let me try to get somebody to help me out, to influence Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. So he went to Abu Bakr. He said, Abu Bakr, would you intercede between me and Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam? He said, Ma ana bifa'il. No. He was very short answer. He said, no, I'm not going to intercede between you and Muhammad. Your crime is too large and it's too heinous to be interceded upon. So he said, I will go to the number 2 in love after Abu Bakr with Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Let me go to Abu Umar. Let me go to Umar ibn al-Khattab. So he went to Umar ibn al-Khattab and he said, Umar, would you intercede with Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam? أتشفع لي عند رسول الله? Umar looked at him. He said, you're coming to me to intercede for you with Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam? He said, والله لو ما وجدت إلا الذر لقاتلتكم به. If I find nothing but an army of ants, I would take it to fight you with them. I'm waiting for somebody to fight you. I'm waiting for a war with you. So you want me to intercede with get out of here. And he was rejected by Umar as well. He said, when I'm going to go to Ali. That's his cousin, and that would have influence on Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. So he goes into the house of Ali. He's desperate now. Everybody is telling him that, no, this is not going to work. Words are not going to solve this heinous crime. This is too serious. So he goes into the house of Ali, and he sees his son Al-Hassan playing. He was like 8 or 9 years old, and he saw Fatima, the daughter of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. He said, Ya Ali, innaka amassul qawma bi ruhman. You are the most merciful man over me. I want your help. وَإِنِّي جِئْتُ فِي حَاجَةٍ. And I came to you asking you for this. فَلَا أَرْجَعَنَّكَ مَا جِئْتُ خَائِبًا. Don't let me be rejected the way I was rejected before. He was rejected in every place he went to, even to his daughter, his own daughter's house. And he said, وَيْحَكَ يَا Ali said, وَيْحَكَ يَا أَبَا سُفْيَانَ قَدْ عَزَمَ رَسُولُ اللَّهِ عَلَى أَمْرٍ مَا نَسْتَطِيعُ أَن نُكَلِّمَهُ فِيهِ. This matter, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam is determined upon. We cannot talk to him about this. He's already made a decision. We'll not tell him what a decision Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam made, but he said Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam is determined. He's already made up his mind, and we cannot talk to him. So he looks into Fatima and he said, هل لك أن تأمر ابنك هذا فيجير بين الناس? Can you ask for your child, for Hassan, that small child, to give safety and protection and prevent war among people? So Fatima looked at him and said, now you're so desperate that you want now the little child to intercede with Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam? He said, والله ما يبلغ ابني ذاك أن يجير بين الناس. My son is too little and too unimportant to prevent a crisis such as big as this, to solve a problem such as big as this. He said, and she said, وَمَا يُجِيرُ أَحَدٌ عَلَى رَسُولِ اللَّهِ. Nobody would say that or would say their words over the words of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, meaning that you're going nowhere with this. If Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam has already made his mind up and he's already determined, then nobody will interfere among Muslims, because it is the essence of Islam is obedience to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Who's going to give you their protection over the word of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam? This is a useless effort. Just give me an advice. What can I do? Just tell me what to do. And Ali said, Wallahi ma a'lamu laka shay'an yughni ank. Wallahi, I don't know that anything will really help you. وَلَكِنَّكَ سَيِّدُ بَنِي كِنَانَةَ. But you are a master of the tribe of Kinana, which has so many